What is up, guys? How's it going? Today is Monday, May 17th. It's Sylvia's birthday this upcoming Thursday. I gotta start planning what we're gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can rent a car in Turo. We'll see. Account's at 307. Down. Yeah. Our goal for this month was to reach 2 contracts, but it's the most probably difficult thing to do. Easy to say, extremely difficult to do. I don't have a pen. Alright, that's alright. Alright, but it looks like we had a swing low first entry, second entry. Yeah. Give me a second. Yeah. Alright, what is up, guys? So we had a swing low here. The time is 9:37. We are gonna be trading live. Market volatility is just not there, so I'm really debating whether to. But if we're gonna be testing, I'd rather be testing with real money than with fake money, just due to the fact that, like, I think we mostly, for the most part, have it, and whatever mistakes we make, I think we should learn from those mistakes. And it's difficult to do that if you're doing sim trading. But it looks like the buy was the best option, especially a 1-tick buy. That would have got you the entire scalp move. Let's go ahead and take a look at what exactly happened. So definitely a rangy day, not a strong trending day. So ranging day. So those moves are going to carry a lot more weight. So you have this massive push down the back of this level of resistance that was like right here, a couple tests there. Then you got massive push down and a huge correction. At this point, there's no reason to declare an overall uptrend. It's that move versus that move. This move is already over. This 3 test move up, because then now you got that push down versus this push up. Okay, Google. And would that be an overall downtrend? So you go for a non-obvious buy, but you would not get in the trade there. It looks like we broke above this guy, but I'm not sure if that's gonna be anything there. There is a little bit of a trend. I gotta sneeze, but I don't know if I would draw it, just because of it's kind of hidden. So something I'm realizing is that these setups where like that first entry comes up to like the high or low, in this case the high, if it just matches up in a minute chart and your second entry is a place where you think people would trade and it's not in a random spot, like if it was like somewhere like right here, that'd be kind of random. So on this one, like let's say this was on a tick chart and we were trading on this right here, swing low first entry, I probably definitely wouldn't take it, just because this leg is significantly longer than that leg. So you want it to be a good 2-leg move. So like just like this one, it did come down all the way to here, but I mean that's pretty good size legs, measured legs there. So I think measured legs, maybe we can add that. So it looks like you would want to continue that spike on out of there. I don't know if that pushed down first or pushed up first, but if you got a second entry here, it looks like you would want to continue that. Looks like that was a good level of resistance. Oh, you did test it again right here, and yeah, and you did consolidate a little bit. So the fact that you pushed a little bit, but that's a difficult one for sure. But it is kind of a staircase high as well. You have a build up. Not really on this guy though. This could be a difficult day of trading, but nonetheless, we are ready to get right into this. It's now 42, so yeah, let's go ahead and see if we could do this. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention something pretty significant. We're doing 9-point scalps now. We decided that last night, and it honestly just makes a lot of sense. We rarely ever got a scalp and was like barely the scalp and reversing the other direction. That's a rare occasion. I think the extra point, the extra 5 ticks would make up for the fact of how often that would actually happen. You know, if that makes sense. Like if it came like to like 8 ticks or 8 points and a reverse. Oh, swing high first entry, second entry. Overall trend would be could potentially be down. You do have this level of resistance here, but that's a little bit hidden to me. But maybe not. Trend is down. Let's go for the buy. All right. Well, if it's hidden, then F's in the chat, boys. And it's hidden. All right. Well, give it a good old try. I'm glad to be back in the trades, boys. To be honest, even though it was a loss. So it looks like overall trend was not down. Looks like this is just way too hidden. We should probably actually go ahead and mark that up and put that. So if it's hidden, I guess we could go ahead and start taking notes on this thing. All right, we'll call it opposite trend line. That's what we'll title it. So let's go ahead and head on down to here. All right. Opposing or trend line resistance. Or trend lines, because this is the only trend lines. This is the only time we use trend lines, so it's not like we have to add an addition thing to be like, what kind of trend line is it? So I'm not gonna mark how we do it. I'm just gonna say must be an obvious trend line, not difficult. What the to find? What is? Oh, I am like, my hands are like slightly to the right, so I'm like pressing out the wrong. All right, must not be an obvious trend line. Not difficult to find. That's kind of confusing. Must be an obvious trend line. If it is difficult to find, to not use. Yeah, cool. I guess we'll add the how to trade. Do I really need to be recording all this? Well, yeah, because we might not get another our second trade might stop us out. So there's not, this video's already less than 10 minutes. I'll stop. Alright. Uptrend use resistance level, downtrend use support level. I think we got a trade here though. But this one is hidden, so let's go ahead and delete that. Should probably put that in the notes. It is a rangy day, so that was kind of our fault for trying to implement that so quickly. All right. Swing low first entry. It didn't really come down to this low really, and our second entry is way up here. I think that might actually be staircase highs, but not necessarily matching up. It's gonna be this move versus this uptrend here. So I think it's, even though it's got 2 legs, it doesn't have any. So downtrend still. So low 25, high 25. Go for the buy. All right. Let's go, baby. essentially we had this move down versus this move here. This move is a lot smaller than this move, first of all. So we're not using anything previous of this where this is right here. So beyond this, we're not really using that. I mean the moves for that matter, but we're using the level of resistance. So it's tested there, and a little bit tested there. That bar kind of close where that high is. And this side just had a little bit more evidence, just a tad bit more evidence. So we might have just got super lucky there. But nonetheless, we got the scalp. Let's go. So what would actually be done here? So it would be this move here. It didn't have any support besides the double bottom here. Right? And then you got the move up. Got a level, a test right there. But then you keep on pushing up. So I think it's going to be overall uptrend because your entry is right here. It's just that one leg down versus that move up here, and it has that extra push up, and this has that where you have stops and you keep pushing higher, a stop, then you push higher. That's really going to declare that overall uptrend. So you go for a non-obvious sell right there. So that would have been the best trade. But I don't think we would have got into it. But it was a good understanding of not just throwing trend lines all over the place. And yeah, however, we might be coming into an actual trend line here if this becomes a lot more obvious. It's $9.55 now, and we're up $3. Let's go. I think that let's see, 142 times 2, we're up 16 cents. Let's go. So good thing we just did a point and 5 ticks added on, because that was almost not it, you know. So even though we have a trend line here, we are not using this side. We only use the opposing side. I'm worried that these tests might be enough to declare an uptrend here, but as of right now, we're declaring it as a downtrend. We have this level of resistance combined with this two-legged move down. Nice, let's go. It's just an overall downtrend, boys. Let's go. Okay, now we did get 2 tests on this level now. Actually, we could have done a non-obvious sell too. Let's see. Came up 2, 3. Oh, we would have stopped this out to the tick. If we did a non-obvious, yeah. So the buy is the best play there. Oh wow, look at that falling congestion. Not really lining up as much as the tick, as much as you know what I'm trying to say. Not lining up as much as on the tick chart. But that's definitely an interesting falling congestion. The only problem I have with it is this massive wick on this green bar. Should not be that high. It should be like cut off right here. So it's a nice consolidated falling congestion. If we get another test of that low here, that falling congestion, like another addition to that slope, if like this green bar pushes down here and then bounces, that's definitely falling congestion. But as of right now, it might actually be falling congestion. This might be an overall uptrend here, especially with the level of support here. Yeah, I think I do like that. So this actually might be an overall uptrend. This could be a bad read. We might have to add onto our setup or our trade. Our strategy. If we get it set up here and it gets stopped out, due to the fact that we thought this was a falling congestion and it's not, because there's gaps in here, and then because you have a massive push up, then I think that's something we're gonna have to add. Because it looks great on the miniature. I hope it's just not deceiving us by that massive wick. And I don't think we'll get a setup either way. Or maybe we will. Who knows? But it's definitely overall uptrend because now you got good level of support here, and now it's going to be this versus this. So So we treated it as an overall uptrend. Potentially we could get stopped out here. And it would have filled the other scalp if we were doing but we got it. That's it for today, boys. We got the freaking scalps. Let's go. 3 trades in a row. Never thought that day would come for a very long time, but we got it. Let's go. That's it for today. Peace out.